Tara Tiara, and this is Comedy Sex Show.
I am Lola Bastinado.
And I'm Tim Moss, back to meet me in St. Louis. The father comes home, and they wanted to have dinner an hour early, and he's like, no, what I say goes. Everything I say goes, and blah, blah, blah. It's going to be on time, blah, blah, blah. And they had dinner on time. That's the way the men round the house, and I make all the decisions, blah, blah, blah. You just have babies and take care of the kids and do that easy stuff.
Let me completely raise the child.
I'm at work all day.
Everything is clean. All the laundry is clean.
Yeah.
All the food is clean.
Well, you go fuck off at an office.
Yeah. You're going to go to the office and, stress out with the boss. But I've got all the fucking 12 kids. I got the food that I have to figure out. I got the house. I got. In fact, a lot of them are actually still doing the farming too. The guys might have gone out to business, but the women were still in the garden doing the tomatoes and the green beans and all that shit too.
I would start a revolution.
Yeah. Well, that's why the revolution happened, because women are like, okay, we're sick of this shit. But
that's just a lot.
I'm all for equality, but there are certain roles that a lot of women are better for than men are better for, and vice versa.
I mean, listen. Go ahead and go hunting if you want to. I don't care.
Just eat the whole meat, and don't ambush it. If you're gonna go fucking hunting, then actually hunt.
Fair.
Yeah, don't sit in a tree and just shoot the fucker, unless you're starving to death and you need to eat.
Right.
But if you're not starving to death, then you need to really go one-on-one with that animal. Or why are you
that knife?
Maybe that's the new diet I need to do, like a frontier diet.
Like actually,
do you know what I mean? Because all this other shit is not sticking. I need to stick with it. But I don't pick my own fucking berries and shit.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
And
you burn calories.
Only eat like bunny or rabbit with like shells in it, like bullet shells in it.
I can't even do that.
Like you should only eat what you can like grow yourself or shoot yourself, right? But I'm thinking, but if you're not starving to death, then you need to go one-on-one with that deer with a knife or something like that.
Yep, exactly.
Burn the calories, and then really brag. Okay, I had this 13-point buck, and I really wrestled him to the ground and stabbed him. Okay, now I'm gonna be impressed. You took on like a 250-pound buck.
I agree.
Right? But if you're just sitting in a tree and the buck comes from like 50 yards away, and you're like, and the buck didn't even know you were there.
Exactly.
And then why are you bragging that you got it? Okay, you have a good shot. Okay, well, you could do that with a target. And I could be just as impressed. Oh, wow, you shot that target. Bullseye. Good for you.
I mean, bring me the berries.
Yeah. But, that's the thing with me and hunting. If you're going to hunt, then you fucking eat the whole fucking animal.
I would be a terrible frontier woman.
And you shouldn't ambush it.
I would be terrible.
I
would be thin as fuck. My stomach would be flat, but I would be a horrible frontier woman.
I'd be pretty good. I'd be able to try to set
I
those
couldn't handle all the
traps.
work.
Oh, no,
it's just way too much work for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's nothing else you're doing as well. You're just trying to survive. You're just trying to
at that point,
grow something and kill something.
Man.
Yeah.
Like,
Or I would have a frontier friend.
Yes. Would be my frontier husband.
Right.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Like, just some lifestyles are just way too complicated for me. Like,
yeah. Well, it's interesting how it went from, again, like home on the range, where again for survival it took so much work daily, every day, just to make it to the next day.
Yeah. There'd be no butter. I'm not turning freaking butter.
Oh my God, that takes forever. I know, right?
This business all fucking day.
But where it went from that to where now we just I've got to stop by the supermarket on the way home to buy this and to buy that is available, readily available to me. I didn't have to stalk it or hunt it or trap it or churn it or exactly.
Right. Yeah, if you had to hunt for your
you would
own
appreciate
meat,
the food a lot more.
Yeah, you'd appreciate, and then you'd use every part of it.
I would totally not eat cheese because it takes too long of a commitment to make the fucking cheese. I'd just be like, fuck it.
I
don't want it.
You think butter's worse? Butter's bad?
Yeah. I would totally give up dairy if I was a frontier woman.
Well, and so where it comes from, and have to go and squeeze the nipple every day.
I would probably be the bitch that sells salt. That would be a great trade. You know what I mean? Like,
I'll go pick flowers and sell flowers.
Yeah, but like, oh my gosh, no.
I mean,
I think if I was a frontier woman, I would be very taut and very skinny.
Lola, the frontier woman.
Yeah, most people start. Most people experience starvation on a regular basis.
I wouldn't even want to. Like, listen, as much as I love potatoes, I wouldn't want to dig for those fuckers. Yeah. I'm not.
I think I would still dig of a potato. I like a potato. I like potatoes too. But I'm a vegan, but I'll shoot an animal if I'm hungry.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if I'm out in the middle of nowhere and I've got no other choice, I'm going fishing.
It's like, look at that deer walking over there.
And if I'm super hungry,
why do I get hungry looking at that deer walking over there?
And if I'm super hungry, I'll probably eat a worm. Because when you're super hungry, you'll fucking eat anything. You know, maybe just if I cook the worm a little bit, maybe put some rosemary in there. You know, I'll probably fucking eat that worm.
Do you see like when they're like they
cockroaches?
Sell,
maybe not, but
they sell like scorpions on sticks and stuff.
Yes,
and they eat them like potato chips.
Yeah,
the fuck.
It's like shrimp on a stick.
How did they get to that point?
Shrimp.
Yeah,
shrimp is disgusting to me.
You know what? When you're hungry, you shrimp, eat every bug you can find. Yeah, no, I have no problems. If I was starving to death, I'll eat whatever. But
they tried to serve me crickets in Whole Foods last time I was there.
Oh.
Really?
They were like, no, it was
just
it was like an energy bar. They're like, it's a pure organic energy bar. I'm like, all right, you led with organic.
It's a cricket.
Yeah,
they're made out of cricket.
Yeah, and they're high protein.
They're high.
The thing is, I'm not hungry enough. If I'm hungry enough and I'm in the middle of the Amazon, okay, feed me a bug.
Yeah.
You know, I've been really rationalizing lately. Like, come on, Lo, are you really that hungry? You got enough fat to last a winter. Like, come on, bitch. Do you really want to spend $15 on that? I don't think so. You can tough it out. You're a New Yorker. You're from Brooklyn. You'll be fine. Yep, I sure do.
Yep.
I sure do.
I love my food.
I do love food too.
I love food.
I love food, and food to me is a great expression of love.
I
loved all the cookies that I just ate of yours and the fudge.
Like if somebody takes time to make food, yeah, that's love.
Yeah,
that's hell love.
But then you got to think about their kitchens.
Right, you never know what the kitchens look like.
My neighbor's kitchen is fucking disgusting. I've been in there before. My husband was like, don't ever accept anything from next door. Every summer he's like, no, she makes the best fish cakes, and he's like, don't ever accept her fucking food. I was like, boy, he was like, there's Mickey Mouse in there, there was roaches jumping around.
Oh my god.
He was like, I walked into her kitchen, all the roaches stopped and looked at me and was like, hey, what's up? And I was like, and all this time I thought she was using panko breadcrumbs. Nope, just that little extra spice in there.
Just a little, extra protein never hurts.
Extra protein. Could have been fucking crickets. You never know.
I don't know. Because I was raised Catholic, we used to go to all those Catholic potlucks, on the Sundays, and everybody would bring food.
Oh my god, church lady food. Love it.
I never got sick from any of that food.
I love church lady.
I do too.
I don't know what their kitchens look like. I don't know what they put in there.
We should go to a church potluck.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we should crash one.
Will we spontaneously combust?
I probably couldn't eat most of it because it's all protein and dairy.
You're gonna have to pretend you're not vegan.
But God, I love those potlucks.
I do too.
Because everybody would have something completely different. So I've never seen. What the hell is this dish? And
there was always one or two that were really good cooks that you knew whatever they brought was going to be good.
Dessert tray, dessert table, and everybody would bring all the different cakes and brownies. And
that's it. Then we need to bring back the potluck.
I agree.
I like a good potluck.
A good potluck. Like you should have a Christmas party and everybody should have a potluck. Everybody should bring something to the Christmas party.
Yeah.
And you can be like, okay, I need 3 desserts. I need 4 this, 4 vegetables.
Right.
You make it an event. You sign up for what you want.
Say, okay, I want to bring the dessert or something, and then you can bring whatever.
Well, that's what I did last Saturday actually for a holiday party.
Thanks for the invite.
I brought.
No, I made some of my mac and cheese from scratch and took that. Yeah. And then somebody else brought some paneer, and somebody brought rice, and somebody brought
Oh, that's
and then if you have
amazing.
a group of friends that are all different ethnicities, then you have all that different ethnic food, which is fabulous.
Yeah.
Because you really normally cannot go wrong because every ethnicity has something fabulous that they're gonna bring.
Yeah, that's what we should do. A potluck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, it has to be a vegan potluck.
What about a smoker's potluck? Everybody brings a different strain of marijuana. It's a potluck.
We want to eat. You can only smoke.
Yeah, and then you're going to get hungry.
Yeah, so then we need the real potluck.
Bring pot and a dish.
Good luck.
Yeah.
And we'll call it pot good luck.
Yeah, good luck. You see when a bunch of stoners show up with ice and chips.
Doritos and a big bag of pot.
I know, right?
But we'll say you have to make it your own. You can't like bring something that's already prepared. Right. Because then that eliminates all those prepared donuts and chips and shit like that.
So
you have to make your own spaghetti, not spaghetti.
Deviled eggs.
Here's a question because it's the holiday season. Everybody's going to holiday stuff. What should you not bring to a party or an event? If you're supposed to bring something, what do you not bring?
I guess something like really stinky. What's one of those stinky foods?
A cheese, like a stinky cheese or something.
Yeah, that just stinks up the whole place, maybe.
Okay. Yeah, that would make sense.
Or I don't think anybody in America, as far as I know, would want you to come in with a big giant pig's head with an apple on his mouth and stick it down on the table.
Yeah, definitely not.
No.
I'm thinking most people would be like, yeah, we're not there anymore. Gross. Yeah. I'm thinking maybe
people
that.
Used to just come with a pig head?
Yeah, pig heads with the apple. It used to be the actual decoration at a Christmas table.
Really?
Pig head.
I didn't know that.
Well, because it used to be an actual boar where they actually had to go hunt it.
Right.
So you wanted to show off how
big
of a boar.
You'd eat the rest of the boar.
Yeah.
And
you're like,
you just have the head.
Apple in his mouth.
Right. Well,
That's
you know what?
sadistic.
I saw the show. They cut the bone, all the skull out, and so it's
just a shell.
And then they shove pork meat and herbs and stuff in there.
And then you eat it.
They shape it, and they stick it on the table.
And you eat it like that?
Yeah, so it's more pork. It's stuffing.
Ew.
Stuffing, yeah, but it's the pork head. But you showed off the pork head.
Boar's head.
The boar's head,
stuffing.
yeah, because it used to be a real. You actually have to go out and hunt that fucker, and some people will get killed hunting that fucker because boars fight back.
I wonder if the boar goes home and stuffs the human head with an apple and sticks it. Here, honey, I'm home.
Well, you know what? Boars and pigs will eat you.
Right.
So if you die in front of a pig, it will fucking eat you. Didn't Deadwood? That's how I found out about pigs eating you. Deadwood, that show Deadwood. There was whenever he killed somebody, he used to go throw it in the Chinese guy's pig stall. He'd pay the guy, the Chinese guy, to not pretend that he's dumping a dead body.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying because in Deadwood is the Old West.
It was the name of the town, I think.
Yeah, yeah, it was the Old West, and the Chinese were separated from the others, so you could dump a dead body over in the Chinese place. And they're not going to call the law because usually the law would arrest them, But you dump a dead body in his pig farm, and the pigs would eat it all.
It'll eliminate all the evidence.
Yeah, so there's no evidence, and so you can't prove murder when there's
Except
no body.
3 days later, when the pig took a shit and the ring falls out.
Oh my god!
All they find is a ring. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, but pigs will eat you. I saw actually Midsummer Murders, a British detective show. Somebody did that too. They threw the dead body in the pig stall.
Wow, so pigs really do eat everything.
Yeah, they'll fucking eat everything.
Yeah.
They eat everything.
I didn't know
eat
that.
you, bones, all.
Well, I think if they're hungry enough, and because I grew up around pigs and cows and all of that, and I never got eaten, or even bit. But but I think if they raise them to eat meat and flesh and all of that, and especially raw, then you can't go around them. Yeah.
Especially wild. I don't know.
I didn't know that.
I bet you if you went back to your family pigs and you stuck a human leg in there, they'll fucking eat that human leg.
Well, that wouldn't surprise me. Yeah.
I'm just saying. They'll probably eat it.
Yeah.
They don't care.
Yikes.
Supposedly goats eat everything too, but I haven't seen a show about goats eating everything. Like I only know that supposedly goats eat everything. Like you can feed them an aluminum can or something like that.
Goats just are like so much like dogs to me.
Yeah.
They seem very doggish.
Yeah, they are. Yeah. They seem like,
And those little ones with the little legs that do the bouncing.
No, they're so cute. The only thing is they always got shit falling out their ass.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like that.
They're very dirty.
Yoga with goats. I'm like, no, goats are stinky. And I don't want them jumping on my back, and I don't want them pooping in my face.
Pissing on me, like
I see. I'm like, no, that's not for me.
Who comes up with some of this shit? Like the other day, I was walking. My daughter lives in Beacon, and there's like a cat cafe.
Oh yes.
So it was like, that sounds like a cute idea. They opened the door.
Smells like cat
and I was like, what the fuck was that?
It was horrible.
The smell was horrible. And people are like, oh, I'd like another scoop. I was like, how can you eat in these conditions?
Yeah. I went to a cafe. Now, maybe they're different over in Japan and China because they look cleaner on the videos.
Yeah.
And it doesn't look like all the kittens are pooping everywhere. But when you go to over in Brooklyn, that cat cafe, the fucking kittens are pooping everywhere.
Ew.
And it stinks like kitten poop everywhere. You walk in and you're just
There's certain shit you shouldn't just be doing.
And you want to sell me a coffee? Are you kidding me?
Yeah. And then now you got goat hair all in my shit.
Like, have a cat cafe, but make sure the cats have pooped before you put them in the cat cafe.
Like, I want to play with
Or they should have a little
animals.
kitty room, like a kitty bathroom or cat bathroom or something.
Well, you know, you have cats. You know, after you feed them, about 10 minutes after you feed them, they're going to poop. And then you let them in the room. Let them poop first and then put them in the cafe. Or
have like a litter room.
Right.
Sometimes
where they go in
that still applies to adults too.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's like the worst feeling is like having to poop.
Oh, then there's no toilet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I'm telling you, being a vegan, I need to be close to the toilet almost all the time. Because the moment you eat, 10 minutes later, you got to go. It's terrible.
Yeah.
It's terrible. Either that or I have irritable bowel syndrome. I don't know what.
I would say the vegetables.
The amount of fiber I eat, I am like.
Yeah.
Go to the bathroom. Go to the bathroom. Go to the bathroom. Terrible.
But that's why her skin looks so good.
I'm constantly cleaning myself out. Everything's cleaned out constantly.
Yeah.
Yeah, high fiber, man. Whew. Never have a poop problem ever again. And that's the thing. Like, most Americans don't actually eat fiber. You know, they say, "Oh, I'm not going to do carbs because carbs are bad." Well, a lot of your carbs that you're eating don't actually have fiber in them anymore. Like, if you ate carbs that actually had fiber in them, you'd be fine. But most of these carbs now don't have any fiber. Like, a lot of your bread no longer has any fiber in it if you buy the commercial bread.
It's just starch. And again, try to get you addicted to it and keep you coming back for more.
You know? And if you look at somebody's plate, if you go to a restaurant, you go anywhere, most of it is no fiber. They either cook it to the point to where there's, you know, nothing left in it. No nutrients, whatever. Or there's just it's all, you know, it's a piece of meat with gravy.
Have you ever went to like a diner, like, and they'll have like a vegetable soup, and it just tastes like water? Like even the carrots have no flavor, and so how the hell can you fuck up a carrot?
Where the food is almost flavorless. It doesn't have any fiber left in it. They boil the shit out of it to where there's no nutrients in it anymore. Like, sometimes, you know, I look at people's plates or I look at people's carts and I'm like, Jesus Christ, they got no nutrients in that entire. They're gonna spend $100. And there's no fucking nutrients in there. That's why they're saying that a lot of Americans are fat, but they're malnourished.
Well, because we're addicted to the sugar.
Yeah, right.
We're addicted to the sugar. We're addicted to the carbs. Right. And so, like, from my understanding is from when you start craving those sweets and those type of things, you go directly back for them. It's like cocaine.
Yeah,
it's an addiction.
Yeah, and they discovered that, and they know the exact right combination, and they do that with food after food after food. Everything that you eat that comes in a package has been scientifically designed to make sure that you eat the entire fucking package and not just one or two.
Right.
You know, I used to blame myself thinking, oh, I have a binge problem. But now I'm like, oh, no, I don't have a binge problem. These fuckers are purposely making it to where I can't stop eating.
Right.
But that doesn't explain the whole real peanut butter where I just keep eating it and there's no.
Oh, I love peanut butter.
Like natural peanut butter, even with no, you know, there's no salt, there's no sugar in it. I just, you know, grind that. I still eat.
Yeah, I like peanut butter. I love peanut butter. I get it.
Peanut butter.
I totally get it.
Yeah, I told my sister. She's like, "Oh, you should get some peanut butter." I'm like, "Yeah, it's one of my binge foods. I can't have it in the house because I'll sit there with just, you know, with a spoon and just eat peanut butter at 8:00 at night. You don't want to eat peanut butter at 8:00 at night. That's a lot of fat, you know. And it just goes straight to your stomach because you're not burning it off."
Okay, speaking about eating at night, do you snack at night?
I do.
Okay,
that's
so
the worst
it's a
thing.
male thing. So, like, I've noticed growing up, like, my dad did it, my brother did it, like, my close male friends do it, my husband does it, my brother does. Like, every male that I know eats at night. It's almost like they can't do it. So I came home, I guess it was like around 3:00 in the morning, and my husband opens the door The first thing he does is open the door and then goes straight to the kitchen.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you doing? He was like, I just want peanut butter.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. And he puts it like on a piece of bread. He's like, but like I've noticed that that's a male thing. Most females I know don't eat at night, but it's a male thing.
And I don't know if it's a psychological thing. I don't know. I can't figure it out.
I think stress release.
Where
too.
and because I can go out, I can eat, we're out having a ball, do all this. I go home, I'm not even hungry, but as soon as I walk in the house, it's like, let me just munch on this, do a little munch here.
Sometimes I feel like that. I feel like I have to eat something before going to bed in order to relax, like to calm down and think like, oh, I'm back in my space.
Kind of all the brain activity goes down to the stomach, so I can shut down and go to sleep.
Right.
And sometimes I have to stop myself because I'm like, okay, it's 11 o'clock at night. I just came from eating. I don't need to
that's
eat
what
anymore.
I mean. Yeah.
But it's just like a psychological thing or a stress thing.
Yeah, I was going to say maybe it's a comfort thing.
Yeah,
well, it's nice to know it's not just me. That's good to know.
I've just noticed that men tend to do it. Like, and it's funny because I started to think about my children, and it's like I have 2 girls and a boy. My son will eat all day long. Like at 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm like, do I smell eggs?
Yeah.
Like, and he's in there.
He just got hungry in the middle of the night.
I'm hungry. Like him and my husband will be in there like eating, and we're like, dude, what are you doing? It's like, but it's I swear it's a male thing.
Okay, yeah, it must be. That makes sense.
So testosterone. So when you watch all those old shows, testosterone naturally builds muscle in a man's body, right?
Okay.
You watch all those old shows. A lot of those guys, you can see that they've got muscles, but they're not like, right? And that's all just grown from testosterone. And so I guess that takes a lot of food. Like you have to eat a lot for the testosterone to grow those muscles and to convert it into protein and whatever. And what's funny is they keep eating that way, and then eventually the testosterone's not burning all those calories anymore, and now you're getting fat.
Right.
But for the longest time, until you're about age 30, a man, the testosterone will just grow your muscles without you even doing anything, which really pisses me off because we women are like trying to get those muscles, and you can like work out forever and you still are not going to get those muscles that the men are getting unless you start doing some of those steroids and shit, And so all those really super powered girls, I'm like, you're on steroids.
But from what I understand, like when a woman gets stressed out, it would be more common for her to reach for like chocolate. When a man gets stressed out, he'll go have a steak dinner.
Very interesting. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, and I think a lot of men prefer salt too.
Yeah,
as opposed to sweet. Like I think more women prefer sweet and more men prefer salt too.
Well, it's just I think physiologically how chocolate affects the female.
The brain. Yeah, because it does make you feel better.
Yeah, it sure does.
And the sugar
Savage Beast
that comes from it. Yeah,
save a life or 2. You never know. My husband will be like, "Are you okay?" He'll throw his chocolate at me before he comes in the door. Are you all right? I might be now, buddy.
Yeah.
Well, that's why you bring chocolate when you piss a woman off. You're like, hey, here's some chocolate. Why don't you eat a few things before we discuss it?
I know, right? Yeah.
That's great.
You know, and it's funny because I like now that I know my better because I'm an older woman and I know my body better, the cues in my body. Like I do notice like around like the cycle time, I do crave chocolate. I've always
usually around the cycle time I want carbs, like a bunch of carbs. I just needed energy, some sort of weird sugar energy.
Okay.
More than protein or anything like that. I wanted carbs.
Got it.
You know, just tons of carbs.
Gotcha.
I'm still one of those. I like muffins.
Yeah.
That's my thing.
That's your jam.
I still have a problem with that, and I think it's because baked products seem love because that's what your mom would bake for you because you know you bake and your mom is
almost
baking.
a comfort food.
Right.
I can see that.
So anything that's baked, I feel like that's mom's love. And so muffins and pies and cakes and donuts and stuff like that. Roll up pancakes.
Oh, except I'm telling you, between my roommate and I this year, we have had so many cookies and pies and cakes and stuff that I'm just, I don't,
cookied out?
yeah. I mean, it's all been wonderful and good, but It's been a lot of sugar these past few weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tell you,
to
man,
totally detox off the sugar
the
too.
one good thing about becoming a vegan is that it really keeps you from binging on all the food that you normally would have binged on. Because there's been times where I'm walking down the street and I'm like, oh, I just want to like devour an entire muffin. I'm like, I can't. It's all made with eggs and milk and shit, and so I can't. And so I just have to ride with that feeling.
Right.
Until I
No,
get
but
home.
that's good discipline.
Yeah.
That's very good discipline.
It's terrible though, because the whole time you're like, I want to fucking eat that.
Yeah,
fucking
I would
muffin,
probably like break someone's arm or something. Over nothing.
Sometimes I get,
because I do get same
like,
here. Oh, when I get hangry, it's not pretty.
Oh, hangry is a different kind of angry.
Yeah, I'm so surprised.
But
hangry is something completely.
Because after I usually have to eat a little bit before I go on stage.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I always expend so much energy on stage that I have to eat afterward. I've got to eat something within like an hour or two after, or you suffer.
Like,
you will. Anybody around me will suffer.
I hear you. I get it.
Yeah, there's been times on the subway where I'm just so mad. I just want to push people down the steps.
Same here.
Oh my God.
Yeah, there's time, and this is really awful, but I'm like, must you walk so
Oh.
I'm like, get to the side.
There's
get to the side.
Exactly.
Physically wrong with you. Why are you walking so slow?
That's why, I'm really glad that I don't have one of those tasers, because I think if I had a handy dandy taser and I was walking through the suburb,
a handy dandy taser. A handy dandy taser.
Yeah. Nice little handy dandy taser. I just keep walking. Not the one that goes like this and it has the
I think it's just a little.
Yeah, it's all attached and you just touch somebody.
Yeah.
Just a little.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Get out of my like a cattle prod. Just get out of my way.
Oh.
Yeah, should get
cattle prod.
Go to Rockefeller Center right now with all the
yes. Clear a path. Out of my way.
Keep walking like it wasn't you.
Yeah.
You have the whole skating rink to yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For all your geriatric asses to go skating.
Or you go like zap and you go. As you walk by and wave at the person behind you.
She's really thinking about it too.
Oh, I know. I could be a dangerous person. I really could.
All right. What's the worst holiday gift you've ever received?
God.
Worst holiday gift I ever received? Well, see, for so many years, I never really got that many holiday gifts because I'm single, I'm alone, I don't have family out here. You know what I mean?
Did you get mine yet in the mail?
Get yours? No.
Okay. No, it's coming.
Oh.
Did you get mine yet?
No.
It's coming.
Okay. I guess the worst would be so my one sister, she's very black and white type of style and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And she would give me a gift card. I think it was a Kohl's, like the one store that I would never shop in because it's all black and white and like business attire.
Yeah.
And I'm like, does she know me?
Yeah.
And I'm like, next time when you get me a card, get it for TJ Maxx. I don't shop the hell out of TJ Maxx. But this business attire black and white store, there's nothing in there I want. Not even socks.
The worst gifts I ever got was my rabbit died, and my boyfriend bought me a rabbit coat.
Oh God, that's funny as hell.
Yeah. So he's like, and I was like, oh.
So I thought you could pet him every time you.
He was like, I thought you would love it. I was like, Muffin just fucking died. He was like, but it's not the same color. I was like, but it feels the same. I was like, it feels like the same fucking animal. Are you kidding me?